So why does the billionaire, and to most the greatest basketball player of all time, Michael Jordan, hate the hip-hop community so much? He called Tupac a common thug because Tupac dissed him. He said Shaquille O'Neal was a whack rapper, and he refused to take a picture with Chamillionaire in one of the most egotistical ways possible. The first instance where Jordan's grudge against rappers was experienced was when, over a decade ago, the rapper Chamillionaire attended a party hosted by Michael Jordan. Chamillionaire had just bid $7,000 to win a Michael Jordan game-worn jersey earlier that exact same night before heading to the party. While at the party, Chamillionaire had seen Jordan taking pictures with girls and thought he would just wait it out and ask him later. After a while of waiting, Chamillionaire had seen Jordan with Spike Lee and other various members of the Boston Celtics. He had then seen that they weren't talking to each other and were just chilling in their section, so he had found that this would be the best time to go up and ask him for the picture. He then made his way up to Jordan and said that he wouldn't have been mad at him if he said no, because he kind of expected it, but it was more so the way he had said it.
And I was just like, man, I don't mean to be rude, but Mike, I just want to know if I could get a picture. And then, now I understand, I kind of expected him to say no. So I wasn't mad if he said no, but the way he said it, he said, "Oh, hell nah, man, I ain't taking no pictures with no niggas." And he said it like that, and I was like, I kind of got stunned for a second, because I was like, wait a second, I don't think he heard. I turned back, and my boys were just looking at me like, damn. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of thought that he didn't hear what I said.
Chamillionaire had just been at a Reggie Bush event where there were several NBA star jerseys being auctioned off. Chamillionaire was engaged in a bidding war with another man and eventually asked him to stop bidding and suggested they just split the jerseys. As it turned out, the guy bidding against him didn't even want the jerseys. He just wanted to increase the bid to make himself look good in front of Kim Kardashian, who was dating Reggie Bush at the time. Chamillionaire then told Jordan this story, but he didn't really much care for what he had to say, then proceeded to use it against him.
I'm like, I just bid $7,000 for a Michael Jordan jersey, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then he goes, you know what? I'll tell you what. You pay $15,000 right now for a jersey from me, and I'll take a picture with you. And keep in mind, Michael Jordan's real tall. He's looking down on me, and I'm looking up at him like, man, I've never been so heated in my life, man. My heart just started racing like, I'm about to steal off on this fool. And I thought about all the times when I used to pause the little video game or the basketball game and draw the picture of this dude dunking. I thought about all the times when I seen John Starks come baseline and just dunk on them fools. I thought about the time when Allen Iverson crossed them over, and I was like, what? Jordan, how you let Allen Iverson cross you over? Like, big Michael Jordan fan. And it's just the way he did it.
As Chamillionaire stared up at the NBA legend, Paul Pierce, who was at Jordan's table, spoke up, pointing out to MJ just who he was talking to. That only made him even more angry as he turned around and said this.
And then, who was it? Paul Pierce. So one of them was like, yo, hey man, chill out. That's Chamillionaire, man. He was like, I don't give up. And he cursed. He said, I don't give up, nigga. And I was like, and then you know what I did? I just sat there for a second. I just sat there and looked at him, and then I turned to Spike Lee and I said, you know what? I appreciate it, bro. That's all good. And I shook Spike Lee's hand, and they all had that look like, man, you know, that's just how Mike is. You know what I'm saying? I shook everybody's hand, and then I walked off. And then
another situation that took place where Jordan was caught being rude towards rappers was when the host of the Drink Champs podcast and former rapper N.O.R.E came out on the Rap Radar podcast and shared his own experience with Jordan. N.O.R.E recalled MJ showing at a Def Jam Christmas party where he overheard him talking about his dislike for rap.
Jordan is a hater of hip-hop. he only likes Hov. That's it. That's it. That's where it stops. It's Hov and that's it. I seen him shut Redman down. I seen him shut Redman at a Def Jam Christmas party. We were all sitting there waiting to speak to Michael Jordan, and nigga said, yo, Redman and Method Man is here. He said, fuck rap. Seen the nigga say that. I was like, this is my face. I'm like, I'm on the side of him. Like, look, Redman.
That's going viral.
Somebody's like, now, yeah, fuck it, quote me, but I believe it was Redman and Method Man, and I'm to the side, so I'm seeing, like, I could directly hear his voice. This wasn't. He was like, fuck rap. I was like, oh, that shit hurt me, yo.
At the Def Jam Christmas? Was he doing the Def Jam Christmas
party? Def Jam Christmas party, my dude.
He doing the Def Jam Christmas
Mariah
party,
Carey hosting and shit like that. He only spoke the Hov. But he spoke the Hov. He spoke the Hov. That's without a doubt.
It was in 2016 when N.O.R.E's story about MJ had got out, and about a week later, it went viral all over the internet, to the point where even Jordan decided to make a statement through one of his representatives saying MJ wasn't at this party, doesn't know N.O.R.E, and is a fan of all music, as per TMZ. Drake is in his brand, and Nelly is a partner of his with the Charlotte Hornets, she added. Due to this statement, N.O.R.E was then put in a bad place and was starting to be looked at as a liar, but he then quickly came with proof to his story with a picture of Jordan and Jay-Z at a Christmas party for the release of Mariah Carey's album on Twitter reading, "Does this look like a happy moment?" Although these experiences have made it seem as though Jordan has a personal vendetta against rappers, it may not be so. Michael Jordan actually has taken pictures with multiple rappers all across the internet, and also, Drake and Travis Scott do have a deal with Air Jordan and Nike, and if he disliked rappers, he wouldn't have chosen the biggest rappers in the industry to represent his brand. He also named Drake when he was asked who was his favorite musician was.
I like all different guys. I would say right now I'm more of a Drake fan.
While also giving Travis Scott access to his Chicago mansion so he could have shot the music video for Franchise. Could Michael Jordan somehow, just over time, changed his ways towards rappers, since the story with Chamillionaire and N.O.R.E took place about 2 decades ago? Or is he just putting on a front to make the best moves to help better improve his business? I wonder who really knows how Jordan actually feels about rappers.